What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you that this asset might be quite lucrative for the short-term holders, for day traders and for swing traders, but it is a complete garbage for the long-term holders, and I will show you why I think so. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you that probably we will have a bounce to the upside that might bring you a lot of profits in the short-term perspective. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that this asset broke all the supports that I marked previously. It had a decent bounce from the range of about 21 cents, but then it broke it to the downside and it broke its all-time low at 17.53 cents price point. And I have to say that from the fundamental standpoint, this company is a complete garbage. In my opinion, it is just an empty shell of the company that want to be an automotive manufacturer, and it is nothing more. On top of that, let me show you that if I switch to a daily time frame and clean the chart and zoom out, let me show you that this asset has extremely awful price action. It doesn't have any movements to the upside, and it consistently has lower highs and lower lows. And at this very point, where we are now, we broke the range of support and we established another all-time low, and this means from the technical standpoint there are zero people with the long position on Mullen that are in green territory right now, and this is really scary. So let me show you the latest news directly related to this company, and let me show you that on March 16th, right after I made my previous video, they published this press release. Mullen CEO David Michery releases statement addressing shareholder inquiries. And I have to say that it is quite interesting that David Michery doesn't have this announcement on his official Twitter account, but Mullen Automotive account has this announcement. As you can see, Mullen CEO David Michery released a statement addressing shareholder inquiries, and it was published on March 16th. So let me quote you this report in detail. Mullen Automotive, an emerging electric vehicle manufacturer, releases a statement today from its CEO David Michery addressing recent investor inquiries. The company addresses certain investor inquiries as follows. Product delivery. Mullen anticipates making Class 1 EV deliveries to various commercial customers before the end of March 2023 in connection with the customer orders referenced below. And customer orders. On December 14th, 2022, Mullen announced a purchase order from Randy Marion Isuzu LLC, a member of the Randy Marion Automotive Group, for 6,000 Class 1 EV cargo vans. This transaction is valued at approximately $200 million. And let me show you a first discrepancy. Mullen anticipates making Class 1 EV deliveries to various commercial customers. But right here they mentioned only one customer, and it is not the end. Let me show you further. Capital position. As of February 28, 2023, Mullen has more than $87 million of cash and cash equivalents, including restricted cash, and Mullen expects to receive an additional $110 million from firm commitments by June 1st, 2023. So, quite interesting that they didn't tell anything about their start of their deliveries and start of their production, but they mentioned about firm commitments. This means another discrepancy, and why they mentioned about $200 million. Nobody knows, but definitely it shows that this asset is pretty much empty shell of the company that want to be an electric vehicle manufacturer. So let me quote you further. The company believes the combination of cash on hand and expected firm cash commitments provides it with enough capital to execute on this business plan over the next 12 months. So this means right here they have $87 million cash and cash equivalents. But right here there are a lot of restricted cash. And because of this number and because of their intention to burn this money during 12 months period, we can assume that they will not start to produce any vehicles during this period, because it is basically not enough money to produce any vehicles at all, and definitely it is not the way how auto manufacturer should operate. So, in my opinion, this is the pure evidence that this asset is pretty much a fraudulent asset, but in a short-term perspective it has quite good upside potential. Let me show you that this asset is still on the most active section of stocktweets.com website. It is on the 9th place, and let me show you watchers section. We don't have the sticker symbol on the watchers section, but it still has some support from retail community right here. And on top of that, let me show you that David Mishry doesn't want to support his own company. And let me show you that if we take a look on the fintel.io website, on the section of insider trading, and take a look on David Mishry activity, we can see that he didn't buy any shares of his own company, and he only sells these shares. So definitely it is not the perfect example of CEO behavior, but it is what it is. And let me show you further. We have a couple of recent news that are extremely bearish on Mullen. Both of them was published on investorplace.com. And it says, Mullen stock price predictions. Can Mullen really hit $23.46 in 2024? And the key bullets are following. According to Fintel, two unnamed experts think Mullen Automotive stock can reach $23 per share. However, a trial of significant evidence points to the contrary. And I completely agree with this statement in the long-term perspective, but it might be quite interesting in the short-term perspective. Let me show you another article that was published yesterday, and it says, the 7 worst stocks to buy now. And right here on the 5th place you can find Mullen Automotive. And the description is, Mullen Automotive faces significant hurdles. So this means when we can see this type of news, the negative sentiment all around the market, and on top of that we have an extremely oversold indicators, we might anticipate the bounce to the upside that potentially might bring us some lucrative profits. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? I have to say that this movement to the downside from its swing high at roughly 44.91 cents to its swing low doesn't have major retracements. It has just two small spikes, and probably it is a 5-wave structure. And right here, somewhere here, we might complete the entire 5-wave structure to the downside. And this means we have to have a retracement to the upside that might bring us some profits in the short-term perspective. I highly recommend you not to enter your long-term position, investment position with this asset, because this is not the company that you want to invest in. But short-term perspective might be quite lucrative. On top of that, let me show you right here, if I switch to 4 hours time frame, we can see some kind of bullish divergence, because we have higher lows on our side with the lower lows on the price action. We have to break this bottom, and we have to see another leg to the downside that will be lower than this previous bottom. And in this case, if the RSI will not exceed this level of 15.63 points, we will confirm this bullish divergence. And on a 4 hours time frame, this might be quite interesting pattern when we will have a trend reversal. So what should you do if you want to enter your long position and try to catch the bounce? I have to say that this trade might be extremely risky, and on my channel you can find much more safer trades in a short-term perspective. but this trade also might be lucrative for the riskier traders. And if you are risky enough, you can accumulate your position all the way down, and it is extremely difficult to find out where we should see the exact trend reversal. But if you will continue to doubling down your position from this point, definitely somewhere in the ranges in between 13 and probably 10 cents price point, it might be a trend reversal that will unload the entire structure. Let me show it to you from this swing high. And if and when it happens, let me pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its swing high to this swing low. We might have, depending on the lowest point, and we have to adjust this tool to the lowest point, we might have up to 57% of potential profit in the short-term perspective. So it is quite lucrative but extremely risky, and it is up to you to decide whether or not this asset worth your attention. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live